Hey guys, I'm Nathan.
I'm Cody.
And we're doing a Legion
discussion.
Not really in-depth review, but
right. Just talking about Legion because a couple reasons.
Yeah.
One, we had a Patron.
Yeah, $10 Patron.
This is what you get.
This is what you get.
You get
plus,
to request something.
Plus the other things, but
yeah.
this is what this is the main thing the bigger thing you get. So this is requested by PCGaming.
Yep.
So this is your video, and yeah, I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, $10 Patreon is awesome. I didn't really.
Yeah.
When I made, made, I really didn't know
how many people would do that. If anybody
never done Patreon before,
right.
So
yeah.
To me, someone comes with the idea like, "Hey, you do this," people will just give you money,
yeah.
Which it makes it kind of dims it down, but it means a lot. So we really appreciate it for sure.
Yeah. And thanks for picking a show we both watched.
Yes.
And both loved.
Yeah, we both loved this show.
Oh my god. Every time an episode came out, we'd make sure that we watched it and then talk about it immediately after. Like, if we couldn't watch it live that night, we watched it as soon as we could because there was no not talking about it.
Yeah. I feel like we're the only two that watch it around here.
Yeah. Our friends, we tried to get them. We tried. Oh man, we tried. But if you haven't seen it, spoilers ahead.
Yeah, spoilers. Yeah, definitely
for sure. But it's such a mind-bending, spell-binding show. It's such a trip. Because there was that one episode where, and I think it was somewhere in the middle of the season, where he woke up back in the mental institution, and you're like, did anything matter?
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
Yeah, the show took us off. Never seen anything like it.
Right. Yeah, and
mixed with there's, I guess, though, in a way they're superheroes, some of them, but it's just don't really get that vibe,
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, that's the thing about it. It's they're mutants.
It's kind of like
they're not superheroes per se. They're mutants. This is their daily life as a mutant.
Exactly.
Do they have schizophrenia? Because that's what they kind of said that he had.
Yeah.
That's what they said. But no, he's just a super mutant, and he's the son of Charles Xavier. Which going into the show, hardcore X-Men fans knew.
Yes.
But the casual viewer probably never would have known.
Yeah.
And I love that part in one of the later episodes where it's completely animated and going through the chalkboard.
Yeah.
About what his going through his past memories and seeing everything happen. Yeah, he's like, I don't know why I made the guy British, which is a perfect little Easter egg.
That first episode, I remember the premiere, that fight scene at the end.
Yeah.
I was blown away. That was movie fight scene.
Yeah.
And
on FX.
Oh my goodness. I think Peyton watched the first episode.
Yeah.
And I think he was blown away by that, but I don't think he ever picked it back up, which I don't see how you watch the first episode and not pick it back up.
Yeah, I mean, and that was, and you go a pretty good while without seeing anything else like that.
Yeah,
but when you see stuff, oh my god,
Aubrey Plaza
killed it. Absolutely the biggest snub this year, I think.
Yeah, she should have got at least nominated.
At least nominated for an Emmy just for supporting actress. Yep. Oh my god, she played 13 different characters.
Yeah,
and killed all of them.
Oh my gosh, it just the way they did the show, you just didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm just pull up the series page because I'm just going blank on names right now.
Yeah, we hadn't watched it.
I haven't watched it since it ended, but it's coming back in April. News.
Yep.
More news on that show just dropped today. There's going to be a year time jump.
Yep.
Between I don't know. They just said maybe not between seasons, but somewhere in the season there's gonna be a year time jump.
Yeah.
So maybe someone just
goes.
I
kind of enjoy it more if it was a little bit later on. Because I want to see David's relationship with like I said, we're forgetting names.
Yep.
But
Sid.
Yeah, I want to see their relationship, how
that's why I pulled it up.
Yeah. After everything's happened like that, but what's your name's husband is now possessed.
Yep. And that's the thing. They had to recast him.
They recasted him.
They recasted him because like I said, he was possessed. He's now the Shadow King, so they had to find a new guy to replace him. True story. He was also in Wonder Woman. He was one of the guys in Wonder Woman.
I might have to go. I guess I gotta watch Wonder Woman again.
Yeah.
Gotta go back and find out.
But yeah, they recasted him. I'll find his name. Navid. He's from Navid something. I'll find it. But yeah, they recasted it with him. I think he's going to just do other things. Yeah. I think he got a better opportunity.
He did good. He did good. Really good
and the thing about the Shadow King is like, I wonder how they're going to play it off. Like, I kind of want him to have shot something because he did leave like in the middle of production. That's the thing. Yeah. So I wanted him to like shoot something because maybe that way they can just use that footage and then just take over another body.
Yeah, kind of like ride around it. Yeah. Yeah. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense, exactly.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Yep. And Dan Stevens, he did. And that's his name, right? I'm not.
Dan Stevens.
Dan Stevens, right? Yep. He did really good too. Like I didn't really know who Dan Stevens was before this.
Nope, me neither.
And since then, he is Beast.
Yep. From BV
and like he's a really good actor. And
I'm gonna murder this name, but he's new to the show. He's gonna be the new Shadow King. Navid. It's like David with an N.
Maybe it's like Navid.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Negabon.
It's very hard.
Yep.
Pronunciation.
But he's in Homeland. We'll go through his stuff real quick. Okay, a lot of things I've never seen. He's going to be in 12 Strong. How about that?
Let's go.
American Assassin. Homeland, like I said. Yeah, he's in things. He's in things. Yeah, he's a paid actor for sure. So cool. Yeah, he's a paid actor, which is cool. Like I said, the Shadow King can take over whoever he wants, so that's why I want them to make it make sense, not just expect me to see this guy as like a brown individual and just assume that he's taking the place of another brown individual. I don't want that.
Yeah, no, that would be good. Do you think that the Shadow King will take over someone we like?
Maybe.
You think that will happen before?
Maybe.
I'm so cool.
That'd be crazy if it was Sid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That
because Sid can kind of like switch.
That's what I was scared about at the end when that whole scene was happening. I was like, "Well, that's what happened."
Speaking of at the end, David's in a bubble.
Yeah, that's right.
David's in a bubble.
Yeah.
He got taken away.
Yep. Oh man, that one of the trippiest scenes whenever it was like that. I don't want to say like a musical scene, but it was like Aubrey Plaza just being dressed up weird. Yeah. And, oh my god, that was so trippy.
There was a song and dance scene in there too.
Yeah, there was. I don't really know if I could describe that.
Yeah, you can't really describe it as that.
But man, the show, I think, like I told you yesterday, like I think it's really getting us ready for that New Mutants vibe.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
I think Legion's success, because it got a lot of like critical success, not as much commercial success, unfortunately, but the critics loved it. Quick numbers, it's got an 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb. I think it's like 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.5 on Hulu. So like critics and like the people that did watch it love it. Yeah. We just need to turn that into getting more people to watch it.
It's just not your everyday.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. Like if you like to think and watch TV, Legion's not for you. No, if you don't want to think.
If you're going in thinking X-Men, like
it's not as much as I like The Gifted. It's nothing like The Gifted. No, which is okay. Which is totally good. Cool. But it's a show that's going to make you think. It's gonna it's not gonna spoon feed you information.
Is that the same universe?
Who knows? Who knows? It's the X-Men universe is all you gotta know. Nothing makes sense anymore. I guess. Who is David Howard's or dad? Is it McAvoy? Is it Stewart? These timelines, it's hard to tell. That's a quote from Deadpool. So
that's a whole nother video.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But I forgot what I was gonna look up. Oh, Legion.
Oh, the Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, they're on Tomatoes. It's a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. So
it's just like really well put together, well written.
Yeah, and
that's why it's.
I think that's where I was going with that. The success of this show critically, I think, is what helped get like New Mutants off the ground. Yeah. They're like, we took a risk with a comic book property, made it completely different, and it turned out okay. Let's do it again, but with some kids. Yep. And like Stranger
Awesome kids.
Maisie Williams is in it.
Charlie.
I forgot his last name, but he's Jonathan Byers in Stranger Things, and some no name. Well, I won't call them no names.
But maybe this would be like the introduction of some.
Exactly.
X-Men's really good at doing that. Like all X-Men related show, like just anything you know, we've seen people get introduced and
X-Men.
Obviously, then they do well afterwards. So, you know,
but
it's overall Legion.
Solid show. Can't wait for more.
Great. Took me by surprise. And like when we seen the trailer, like we were sold because it was X-Men universe. Yeah. But it still didn't prepare us for what we were going to see.
No. And like that was to me the best part. Yeah. Is I said it like when we were talking about when we did our New Mutants reaction. Like there's not a one way to do things. People look at the MCU and that's they're knocking it out of the park. Yeah, obviously, they're making billions of dollars, and we're there opening night every single time. Yeah, so. They're what they're doing is great, but I don't want to see that every time. And that's why I was so disappointed when Disney did buy Fox, and it kind of hurts deep because now I don't want the same thing over and 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 over again. Yeah, you know that's why I love the Fox property. I liked Fox owning X-Men because they were taking those risks, making Legion, making Deadpool, making Logan, and doing their own thing. And hopefully it can all coexist.
Yeah, hopefully this is Disney's step of like we're going to start taking risks.
Yeah, hopefully.
Instead of you are going to follow our formula because we've been successful since 2008. I mean, Marvel I'm talking about the MCU though. Yeah. You know. But I mean,
Marvel was bankrupt at one time, and that's when they sold everything. Turned out okay.
Because they had to buy all their rights back to a lot of stuff. They had to get rid of them. But we're very excited. We're going to be reacting to Legion.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a
because even if you are like a hardcore comic book fan and you're like a hardcore X-Men fan, like I like to think I am, this show is not going off any specific book. Like there are familiar characters, but it's like a original story. Yeah. So like there's gonna be like Easter eggs and like maybe it's like some kind of plot that kind of you can tie into some books. Yeah. But overall, like,
and you
can't predict what's about to happen in the show.
You ain't gonna read a comic book and get the same type of feel as like when you're watching this show. Like if you read an action comic and then go watch Iron Man, like there's gonna be a lot of similarities. But this is new, and that's why it's so awesome.
It's so it's 100%. It's so refreshingly different too. Yeah. I love Gifted. I love Agent of Shield. What they do. Oh, yeah. I love the Flash. Like they're all practically the same show. Though, if you think about it, you know, there's like one thing they fight the bad guy. There's subplots. There's love interests. Blah blah blah. But this show turns all that on its head.
Yep. And which is just new is awesome. Yep. And that's why. Yeah, it's awesome. But I mean, I don't see anything else like Legion coming. Like I mean,
there's nothing in the pipeline.
No one needs to try to make a show like that because they've already done it. Yep. And to try it's something hard to copy. It's not like you're copying an MCU movie. Right. Like,
the cast is so good too.
Yes, very good.
Dan Stevens should have got nominated. Noah Holloway, who is also doing other things. Fargo is apparently a fantastic show. Don't watch it. Want to watch it. Yeah. After Legion, I want to watch all things he's a part of. And before the announced Disney Fox merger, Rocket Comic Con, he announced that he was doing a Doctor Doom solo movie, which Doctor Doom deserves justice. And like, if anybody can give it to him, I feel like he could. But who knows if that's ever going to happen now?
Yeah, that's
because I don't. I mean, if I would pay so much money to see Noah Holloway's Doctor Doom movie.
Oh, it'd be so awesome. Oh my god,
that'd be way too dark.
Oh yeah, it would be.
That would be.
It wouldn't be for your normal Marvel fan that goes and watches all these Z movies for sure. Yeah. But
Dan Stevens, Aubrey Plaza, Rachel Keller, all great. Yeah. All great.
Can't outwait.
Nope.
But hey, if you not saying go be a $10 Patreon so we can do more of these, but if you do become a $10 Patreon,
you can suggest a show. Hopefully it's one we watched. Suggest a couple.
Or you can just be like a movie series.
It could be a movie series.
Oh, if someone says just puts X-Men, might have to be like a 4-part series.
I might have to scoot you over my car, listen.
Just have bullet points for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
As much as like I'm a fandom of Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
you know, Vikings, like everything, it all started with me with Edsman. So any Edsman content out there, I'm all for it. Yeah. And I don't really take Edsman hate that well.
There shouldn't be any.
Oh, there's plenty of things to hate on.
Well,
like continuity issues, and
I guess there's some things.
Edsman 3.
People should focus on the good.
Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah, like Hugh Jackman has like a #1 selling pop album right now. And I love it.
So there you go.
And Dan Stevens is also in a musical, so Edsman going to give you these leading men that can sing.
Bruh.
And they're both nominated for. They're both. Wolverine and David are both nominated for leading men in musicals or comedies.
I mean, wow. That's just so hard to...
Yep.
I mean, I hadn't seen Great Showman yet. I don't know who should win that because he did so good.
He did do it really well.
But like I said, if you want us to talk about something you really like, and if we've seen it, we'll do a video, come to our Patreon.
Yeah, or just keep naming things. We've seen a lot of things.
Yeah. It's mainly like I was thinking like messaging on Patreon, but comment on a YouTube video is probably a little easier. It's a little more queer, you know. Which I've never had anybody message me on Patreon, so I guess that might be just as easy, but just always on YouTube. So
definitely, we're new to Patreon. We appreciate the support we've gotten so far.
I mean, y'all can see it, but you know, February 1st as of now, we get $20.
Bang bang.
If we're talking about
that's $20. That's 2 pops.
Yeah, and I know some of my family's gonna be doing it, so it's gonna go up. But you know, the fact that within like an hour, 3 of y'all went and became Patreon.
That's really cool.
You know,
because I mean, not that we ever did this to earn money to begin with. Yeah, it's an added bonus. Yeah. And if you want us to continue making content, it's just gonna make it easier.
Oh yeah, it's like you know, we don't have to have money, but if it can happen to help them, you know, I mean, yes, it helps us, I guess, but in turn, it's going to help y'all a good amount too. Like I put on a comment, I was like, you know, at the beginning we didn't really have like big plans, but you know, we've talked about big things that we want to happen, and that's okay to want it, but you know, if it doesn't, it's
one thing for it to actually become into fruition. Yeah, which is kind of
especially it's like winning the lottery right now, and you know, if it happened, like I said, awesome, because y'all would, you know, it'd benefit them greatly. They don't really know, but we've talked about it. Yeah. It'd be really awesome, and but we're having just enough fun right now. Yeah, doing all.
I'm on cloud now. And just
we got 1,000 of y'all, 1,100 now, and I see that. I guess it's the only thing. Even being 1,000, like the 100, like that's 100 more people. Yeah, and that's still a lot
gained
of people.
In like 4 or 5 days, right?
Yeah, so thank y'all for 100 more people being since you know. I guess December 30th when we got our 1,000. So it's been a fun ride, and it's very young. Yeah, I feel like
this is the beginning.
We're almost at our 3-month mark.
Yep, and we've put up so many videos too.
Yeah, over 80 videos.
Over 80 videos. So
I wanted to be about 30 a month, which it'll get close to 90. But I mean, it don't have to be. That's just kind of like my personal goal,
right? And it helped that we started watching shows,
and we had a 5-day break this month. Yeah, or like 4 or 5 day, you know, holiday break. So we're definitely satisfied. Yeah, like I said, we want more content. So
we definitely want more content. I think he also wanted American Gods, but unfortunately, we haven't seen that. Yeah, it's on the list. It's something that we want to watch. I don't know if we'll ever react to it. Yeah, because we just have so many things that we want to react to. But I mean,
that's kind of what we were speaking to. Yeah. Like if it ever happened where we were the ability to just watch TV, oh my god, we'd be watching 20 shows a week at least. If that's all we did.
If we could get by with it, I promise you we would.
Oh yeah, oh my goodness, it would be so good. We just couldn't imagine that live watching that much. I already feel like we watch so much TV.
Yeah, I watch a lot of TV. Period, but it's a little different.
yeah, but that's a whole nother level. Yeah, which would be really awesome. But anyway, like I said, thanks to all our patrons. It's awesome.
And the subscribers.
Yep. And the views. We're at 200, almost a 250,000 views. 240-something.
240-something value. Oh, wow. Yeah. I couldn't even say it all because
it just mind-boggling. Yeah. 250,000 views. Yeah. But even better news, we're about to shoot our first Game of Thrones episode.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we'll talk about the topic, but our first Game of Thrones video is what I'm gonna say. So yeah, and I'll upload this one first, so y'all know that for all our Legion fans. So thanks for watching, and I guess till next time, I'm Nathan.
I'm Cody.
Stay nerdy.